Guilty in a court hearing yesterday, and his family is asking for understanding as they navigate the situation.
He's in good spirit. He's all right. He's very remorseful for what happened, but it can happen in any family, He's going to get the help that he needs, and just keep him in your prayers.
The Grammy winner was able to lower and pay his bail under the condition that he enter drug treatment. He's due back in court on September the 15th.
Lots of excited BTS fans at Dodger Stadium. Star V took center stage yesterday. The K-pop singer threw out the first pitch, bowing to pitcher Yamamoto before firing a strike. Fans went wild. BTS is set to release a new album next spring. How fun.
That is really fun. WNBA star Caitlin Clark is now Nike basketball's newest signature athlete. Let's go ahead and we can show her Nike signature logo right there. Ooh, I like it, CC. It features her initials as two interlocking C's, and according to Nike, a smaller hidden C represents how Caitlin's game was built from the inside out, a production of her passion for the sport, relentless drive, and constant pursuit of perfection. The first t-shirts will drop on Nike.com September 1st. Other merch, including shoes, will be released next year.
Very cool.
Well, and it's been fun to watch as these female athletes are getting the same type of endorsements
and attention. It's so good to see for the ladies.
All right, thanks for watching KCAL News at 8.
KCAL News at 9 starts right now.
This is KCAL News Mornings.
Right now at 9 o'clock, with just under 3 years to go until the 2028 Olympics, organizers are giving us a look at how they're committing to a more sustainable and LA first Olympic Games.
Plus, as the late summer heat wave continues, a new study says those high temps are actually aging us faster and doing damage to our health.
Great. Plus, don't skim over this new health advice. After years of demonization, why some nutrition experts now say whole milk is the way to go.
Well, tell my intestines that, Jamie.
Well, there are those who have issues with
whole milk. I haven't drank that since I was a child.
A baby, yeah.
Yeah,
that's like
a
kid
baby.
thing, yeah.
Well,
you drink it?
I love whole milk.
I have one friend I actually make fun of her. I just got her a Starbucks cup for her birthday because she always orders whole milk at Starbucks.
Okay.
I'm from the Midwest. We go all in on the dairy.
I mean,
I don't like fat-free milk, but I like 1-2%.
Okay.
Whole milk's a little
heavy for you?
A little heavy.
Okay.
Take whatever's in front of me.
Well, Jamie's on the right side of
Sorry,
science this morning.
I think people are enjoying milk a little bit more. It's really difficult to enjoy milk when it's hot.
When it's so hot, right? Because it's creamy. But we are getting cooler, and we are actually going into a long weekend as we head into our last official summer long weekend coming up on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And things are going to get cooler, and then they'll get just a touch warmer as we head into our approaching weekend. But our visible satellite showing a marine layer that actually extends inland a bit into LA and Orange County. And you can see that very nicely here on our visible satellite. That'll push out of here rather quickly, and we will be looking at lots of sunshine before some afternoon thunderstorms pop up once again for our Inland Empire, mountain, and desert locations. But temperature change, look at this. In the last 24 hours, we're anywhere from 13 degrees cooler in Palm Springs to 7 degrees cooler as we head into Claremont, 6 in Palmdale, 7 in Santa Clarita and Simi Valley. So we're cooling down. This is the direction that we want to head into. And our highs today will definitely feel it. 76 at the beaches, 84 in the LA and OC Metro, 94 in the valleys, and then 95 in the Inland Empire and the high desert, where we will see an isolated storm chance pop in, especially in the afternoon heating hours. So that 2 to 6 p.m. time frame when we see the most dynamic atmosphere to produce those storms. And then the mountains as well, where we'll be looking at 77. So I am tracking even more changes as we head into Wednesday and get rid of a lot of this monsoonal moisture. And then also potentially what Tropical Storm Juliet could mean for our weather as we head into Thursday and Friday. Kalina?
All right, Marina, thank you so much. I want to take you outside for a look at that signaler again on the 55 south at Catella. Carpool and left lane still blocked off, and the backup is really building on that 91 freeway as well as you head westbound and then slowing down on that 55. This is a look at the scene one more time with the Caltrans camera. It looks like the final car is getting put on that tow truck. So hopefully they'll clear this scene shortly. It's been here for a while already. 29-minute ride on that southbound 55 from the 91 to the 405 freeway. And then again, that 91 is slowing down heading westbound overall from McKinley to the 55. That'll take you about an hour to get through. Here's a look at the rest of the IE. The 15 Cajon Pass, we're finally seeing some space in between the cars, but it's still slow. 29-minute ride from the 395 to the 215 and taking you out to LA. Lots and lots of red out there and gloomy conditions. 405 freeway is full to pass. You can see bumper to bumper here. About an hour to get through between Roscoe and Sunset, and that 101 not any better. 48-minute ride southbound leaving Woodland Hills as you make your way through Hollywood. Ladies, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kalina. A couple whose 7-month-old son has been missing for 2 weeks may be charged with his murder today.
Emmanuel Haro's parents maintain their son was kidnapped, but investigators claim the evidence doesn't add up. KCAL News reporter Amanda Sarantino is live at the courthouse in Riverside, where the couple could learn about these charges today. Amanda.
Good morning. So we are still waiting for those charges to be officially filed this morning. But Jake and Rebecca Haro are expected to be in the courtroom this afternoon for their arraignment, which will be the first time since they were arrested on suspicion of murdering their 7-month-old baby, Emmanuel Haro. Now, they are both booked in jail and behind bars without bail this morning. But this morning, I've spoken to many women that are here. Many of them are mothers, and they say they are here. They don't know this little boy personally, have no connection to him, yet they showed up because they are outraged that a child that they say deserved love, and they were here to show that kind of love that every baby deserves.
It's just very heartbreaking. Since the moment that I heard her talk on TV, I knew she was lying. So I just started following it, and I just want justice for this baby.
It's very, very frustrating. Now we're going to have to wait till this afternoon and pray that they do get charged, because as of right now, there's no charges.
These balloons you see here on your screen placed outside the courthouse this morning from another woman who is here praying for justice for Emmanuel Haro, who was first reported missing nearly 2 weeks ago after Rebecca Haro claimed she'd been attacked in a Yucaipa parking lot and that her baby had been kidnapped. She made an emotional plea on camera, even begging for a safe return. But days later, investigators say the couple stopped cooperating and their statements raised suspicions. Search efforts have most recently included a massive weekend operation in the Badlands. Jake Haro, seen in an orange jumpsuit, was alongside dozens of deputies and cadaver dogs as they combed steep terrain in Moreno Valley. But Emmanuel was not found. He is now presumed dead. Court and law enforcement records also reveal this is not the first time the Haros have been linked to child abuse. Jake pled guilty to felony child cruelty in 2018, and deputies confirmed they've been called to investigate other reports tied to the couple, even just last week. We spoke with a criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor last night about the case and why the charges have not been filed just yet.
From what's been released publicly, it doesn't look to me like the DA has enough to file. They have something and they could be right, but they probably don't have enough yet.
So with no sign of baby Emmanuel's body just yet, this investigation still remains very active. The district attorney for Riverside County still reviewing that evidence this morning. Again, still no charges have been officially filed for these parents, but they are expected in court later this afternoon. We checked, they are not on the docket just yet. So we will continue to follow this developing story. But a lot of people, especially women, showing up this morning with a simple outcry saying that this baby deserved love that he may have not received from the people who he needed from the most. Back to you guys.
All right, it is such a sad story. We'll continue to follow these developments. Thank you, Amanda, for the latest. Some developing news now in Ontario. An arrest after a deadly hit and run. Our assignment manager Mark Lou is at the desk with details on this. Mark?
Yeah, Ontario PD says it involved 2 vehicles, a full-size pickup truck and a motorcycle. Unfortunately, that motorcycle died and the driver of that pickup tried to run. The police took him into custody. Okay, so this is the intersection of Walnut and Sultana. Ontario PD say they responded here just before 11 o'clock for a crash involving both of those vehicles. You can see what's left of that motorcycle and the very severe damage to that F-150. Looks like a Raptor. Now, the motorcycle rider was on the ground. He had major injuries. He was rushed to a local hospital. Unfortunately, doctors could not save his life. He was pronounced dead there. They described him as a 31-year-old man from Ontario. They have his ID, very likely from the ID that he had on him. Now, the driver of that blue pickup was nowhere in the area. Witnesses said that person took off. Ontario PD later found the man they believe to be that driver. You can see him here in handcuffs. They say he was hiding in the neighborhood. They are now interviewing him to get to the bottom of his connection to this. They say they do believe he's the driver. They're also doing a toxicology test on him. They believe he was also DUI. He is possibly facing charges of vehicular manslaughter or homicide if that DUI comes back being positive. The scene is now clear as both of those vehicles have been towed away from that intersection. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. A new poll from the LA Times and UC Berkeley finds that Governor Gavin Newsom edges out Kamala Harris as California Democrats' preferred choice for 2028 presidential candidate. The poll found that with most voters feel that Harris shouldn't run again after losing in the 2024 election. The poll also found that California's 2026 governor's race is wide open, with nearly 40% of voters undecided. Voters' top priorities are economic concerns like the cost of living and the lack of affordable housing.
The 2028 Los Angeles Olympics are hoping to leave a lasting legacy. Organizers unveiled their impact and sustainability plan, focusing on supporting local businesses, expanding youth sports, and promoting eco-friendly practices. The no-build games will use existing venues and prioritize public transit to cut emissions. A new initiative will address wildfire resilience, ocean protection, and cooling solutions. COVID cases are on the rise in California, thanks in part to a new variant called Stratus. Some health officials are calling the current levels troubling. The LA Times found the rate at which COVID lab tests came back positive in LA County is 12.5%, up from more than 7.5% just last month. Most of that rise is seen in wastewater tests, with a small increase in COVID hospitalizations. Dr. David Bronstein of Kaiser Permanente told KCAL Mornings there are other contributing factors as well besides the new variant.
We've been seeing this pattern over the past few years where kids come back after a long summer break, after traveling in many cases. You put that together with the fact that we've got a highly contagious variant circulating right now, the Stratus variant you may have heard of. Put that all together, and the heat. People are in indoor places trying to escape the heat. Lots of good ways of transmitting the virus, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Officials are encouraging those most susceptible to the disease to get a COVID vaccine.
All right, it is 9:08 now. Gone in a flash. Still ahead, we'll tell you